This is the most toxic scheme in Madden 26, and it had me raging all game.
He can speed burst with Mixon?
And it's no surprise because it's run by a player named Jalotto, who's widely considered the best speed booster in the entire world. So in this video, I'll be breaking down exactly how he runs this insane scheme, as well as how I tried to stop it. And as usual, we're facing him in a 1v1me.com match where over $5,000 was staked. Alright boys, the focus of this video is going to be his offense because it's extremely interesting. He's running one of the most off-meta formations in the game, the pistol deuce close. You can see his quarterback's in a pistol alignment, and he has his running back in the backfield. Now this was popularized by a close friend of mine, OG2K, who's been, on a tear right now. But Jalotto uses it a little bit differently than OG, and we're going to be showing you guys kind of those differences and pretty much how it is such a good offense. Now, the main reason people run this is because this is one of the hardest runs to shoot, and you can speed burst out of it super well. And that's what you're going to see Jalotto doing pretty much throughout this game. He actually loves the speed burst. So first play, I'm pinching, I'm going to try to shoot it. We try to shoot it, he speed bursts, and he was gone the first play. Literally just a halfback dive to Joe Mixon, and you could see he was gone first play of offense, and it's a touchdown, right? And the first thing I'm doing, you can actually see I'm doing this during the game, is I'm checking if Joe Mixon has 90 change of direction, because that is what you need to speed burst, and he only has 88. But I think as long as you have 85, you can still kind of get mini speed burst. So he just outran our entire defense, even though we tried to shoot it, and he got himself a touchdown very early in the game. Now, after an unfortunate turnover on downs, Jalotto had the ball again. And once again, he's using that pistol deuce close that is super annoying. So we're going to be setting up a run shoot that we had labbed kind of before the game just to make sure that we could shoot HB dive. And you're going to see that this run shoot is decent, but we kind of had it wrong, especially if he quick hikes. So in this play though, our looper comes in, which is huge. Our looper coming in the backfield and going to make a play makes a big difference for us. So that's what he's trying to do, and he goes to make a play. He goes and makes a play, my apologies. It's an early 2nd and 12, right? Which is great for us. We're going to once again run the same defense. We have to be wary of the pass. So what I'm actually doing here is I'm putting a 20-yard curl flat and a hard flat here, just in case he floods that wide side of the field, which people in this formation usually like to do. And you're going to see that in this case, he does do exactly that. The corner route, he puts all of it. Our blitz comes in. The nice thing about the Steelers is you have TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward, and Alex Highsmith, who can get some pretty insane sheds. Now on 3rd and 12, he's running trips tight end flex. Now you might be wondering, okay, why is this cheesy, or why is this kind of crazy? Well, a new development in trips tight end flex allows people to, as long as they come out in the play, put a flat on their receiver, their inside receiver, when they're running the RPO zone alert play. Which means if I don't have him manned up, or if I don't user it, he's going to throw that flat for 10 to 15 yards, literally every single rip. So that's exactly what we're doing here. We're setting up defense to deal with that flat. And he does quick hike us. We end up stuck on our defensive line, which is, annoying. We ended up switching though to cover the post, and everything's covered here. Everything's pretty well covered. Although the game looks, a little glitchy here. Everything's pretty well covered, and he chucks it into triple coverage, right? This is one thing about Jalotto, great runner, great speed burster, solid defensive player, but he will throw you some picks. That is just how it is. And you have to catch them, you have to capitalize them. And in this case, we didn't. He just somehow got the catch. And I was just losing it.
Oh my gosh, really? Just chucks it into triple coverage and catches it.
I felt like I should have got a stop there, especially down in this game. We needed a stop and we just didn't get it, right? Which sucks. Now we responded with the touchdown of our own, and he was back on offense, only up 3. So we're not in the worst position possible here. And you're going to see he is in the pistol deuce close. He's going to run halfback dive. I'm trying to set up a shoot, but I set up my pass defense before I set up my shoot, which was a big mistake considering it was only 1st and 10. And he runs the ball, and you're going to see that that run is going to result in a very big gain. It's very easy to find the hole from pistol, spins out the first player, and now he's at the 40-yard line, right? So I should have set up my run shoot way before I set up my pass defense. So in this case, I'm not making that mistake again. I'm setting up the run shoots as quick as possible. I'm leaving the pass defense kind of as is, trying to shoot it. He floods this side of the field, right? So he's flooding this side of the field. You can see I switch stick to go play that corner, and you're gonna see the wheel is kind of open, but we're kind of sitting between them, right? We're ready to switch. Okay, we're on the wheel now. We switch back to the corner. You're not throwing the corner late. He could probably hit this drag. He decides against it, throws the ball away, right? So we actually get him to a 2nd and 10. Now, against this type of scheme, it's really important you get people into these long down and distances where you can encourage them to run and end up in an even worse spot, or really you want them to pass. So right here, we're setting up coverage. And once again, we are mabling the strong side of the field. So you have Mabels to take away that corner. And then on the backside, we have a vert hook in case there's a return. And we feel like we have great coverage on the field here, right? The run shoot set up, everything set up kind of how we want it. Now right here, our curl flat just doesn't play the corner. He just stops running. I think it's because maybe he's pressed or something. He just doesn't play it, but it doesn't even matter because he actually had a stem down curl in the middle of the field that he was able to hit and catch. So 1st and 10 for him. Once again, you don't want him to be on a 1st and 10, 2nd and short, because he can both run and pass, and you have to respect both of them. So I'm gonna try setting up my shoot here. This is one of the first times I actually got it in, but if I miss it, if I miss the shoot, you guys see the result. So you're gonna see he's actually just gonna run HB dive, run it straight up the middle, and it looks like he's about to run into his lineman here, or run into us, but he just fits in the spot and walks into the end zone again and hits us with a little celebration dive. If you're liking this game so far and want to see tons of live competitive Madden action, you should definitely check out 1v1me, because not only can you watch, but you can also make real money staking on these matches. So if that sounds cool to you, check out 1v1me.com and click the link down below or use code SOLASIMO for a $50 no sweat stake. And really, that's why this scheme is so insane. You got the run and the pass, and you have to respect both. So we respond with a touchdown of our own again, and we're gunning for the shoot. He runs the ball. He has a wide open hole to the inside. Wide open here, like literally wide open. And let's see if he takes it. He does, but he bumps into his lineman and bumps into our tackler. But Jalen Ramsey doesn't make a play. So he's still running. He's still on his horse. Stiff arms our other defensive back. And he's still running. We do end up catching up to him, luckily. But you can see, just look at the stat line. Just look at the stat line. 5 rushes, 140 yards. And he's not even really speed bursting at a high level right now. He's literally just running the ball, and the hole is just there. Now, this is one of the first times where we actually do get the shoot. You can see we're actually going to sprint into the backfield as fast as we can, dive at his feet, and we get it. Now, that is something we really should have had all game and set up properly all game, but I guess we just didn't have it, or maybe he was untargeting or something, right? So in this case, 2nd and 13, he's probably not going to run. We set up our defense. We should be Mabling here. I hope I'm able. Yep, we Mabel here. Take away a deep corner. Ends up going to the 2-minute warning. So 2nd and 13, he is switching to the trips tight end flex. Now, once again, I didn't man align here, and I didn't have this receiver manned up by anyone. So if he does run an RPO flat, it's going to be open. So we can only really hope that he runs the very, very common trips tight end flex combo. Slant, post, return from motion Y post. That's probably like one of the only calls that people run from this. And as long as we're kind of aware of that and switch sticking in the right spot, we should be okay. But you can see, what does he run? He sees that it's not manned up. He sees that. And he throws the RPO and gets himself 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards, and he goes down because he's trying to clock us out of the half. I don't think we have 1 timeout left. So he wants to score, be up, 10 points, getting ball at half too, right? So we need to make sure that we're kind of preventing that. Right here, he's going to run a base call because he thinks we're going to try to shoot it. He gets the base call off, ends up gaining 8-9 yards. So back to pistol deuce close here. He's back to pistol deuce close on this down. We're going to try to shoot it here, and we have our looper coming in. This really should be a loss, and I hope it is for my sake. And we do end up making the tackle, but Joe Mixon ends up fighting forward for about a yard, okay? So 3rd and 1, this is absolutely huge. We have to get a stop in order to even have a chance in this game. Need to get this stop. And you're gonna see, wait a minute, oops. Let's just take a look here. Cover 4 quarters, but we man up the point man. We're not making the same mistake as before. He's manned up. So we can't run that RPO. And then if he runs a slant, we're kind of just passing him off to the 3-rec, and we're gonna switch to this hard flat or switch to this man up player to play the backside post, right? That is really our goal here. He's probably running that combo. And what you're going to see is that's what I do. Switch, switch again, and then boom, we're there. We're playing it. I wish we didn't get caught. Maybe juked out Jordan here, and we do unfortunately get caught. But once again, a minute and 6 seconds, we need to make something happen. But on this play, you can see we're in an early 4th and 6. We need a conversion, we throw it, we get the RB corner. But at this point, we still have no timeouts. Time is clicking. We need to get some points here. Running slot fade H wheel. I think we're gonna put a corner on the backside. Gonna look for this corner early. You're gonna see corners covered, and actually it wasn't covered, it was open late. We hit a dot. So 31-yard line. We're at least going to get 3 on this drive, which, super important to get 3 here. And I go to throw square because he looks like he's in a cover 2. I'm pass leading this outside. Right here, you can see he's in a cover 2. Go to throw square. It's open, but we get hit as we throw. And it's really tough to get hit in this game because your quarterback does get worn and torn. You see that yellow ring around Rodgers that maybe you just saw? That means he's worn and torn, reduced throw power, reduced accuracy, all of that, the whole 9 yards. Now in this case, we're hoping he's in cover 2 again. We have 2 streaks on one side of the field and a crosser, ready to throw the ball away if needed. You're gonna see he has everything kind of covered, manned up. We throw it away, but take another hit. Once again, we can't be taking these hits. 8 seconds left. We're gonna go for a dot. We throw this table route, but we get tackled, which means we don't have enough time to kick a field goal. So just a really poorly executed drive that allowed us to get 0 points instead of an easy 3. So he gets ball at half. We still have a chance in this game, but he's in that pistol deuce close, and we need to stop it. We really, really, really need to stop it. We set up our shoot this time, scream in the backfield, dive, and make the tackle. So 2nd and 12. Feeling better on defense at this point against this super toxic HB dive that people run from pistol deuce close. Now, in this case, he's running that same flood concept. Stem down corner from bunch. Or my God, not bunch, from bench. Now bench in this formation is super good because when you stem down the corners, they go lower than a regular corner, which makes it not only cut faster, but cut lower, making it harder for deep zones to play it. Now this is still a Mabled zone, but he's just not gonna get there. You're gonna see he doesn't get there, he hits the corner, right? That's something we saw earlier in the game, but he just didn't hit it, right? So we have to be aware of both that route now just killing us, and on top of that, we have to be aware of the run. Now, there's something really important here when he's in trips on and flex. I'm man aligned here, and I want to man up this guy to this guy. But he's running motion wide post, which means this player is going to run a cheat motion to this side. But the reason that's important is, like, I'd love to man him up, doesn't matter, is because he's considered here, even though he's here, which makes it so I can't man them up. I can't do this. So if he just sits here and waits and waits and waits and then calls the RPO, he's going to have it. So I'm just trying to man him up, trying to man him up, and I just can't. And I'm like wondering, why can't I? And I, once again, realized it about a minute in, or a couple seconds in, that, oh, okay, I'm not gonna be able to. Eventually I'm able to man it up, which means he's not running the RPO, and we need to be very, very aware of what he is running. So in this case, he's just running post, kind of return or drag, and 2 streaks. Now we're kind of on everything. He hits this, somehow holds on to that ball, and 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, he's in the trip set and flex. I'm gonna try to man up the circle receiver, and you're gonna see it's not really going to let me with the other side. He just runs an inside zone. It was wide open. We didn't set up the shoot. Now right here, you can see I did get the man up off, which means he's likely to be passing, and he probably is going to be passing. We have everything set up. Our defense we feel good about. Could still be a slant post. It's not. It's a crosser and a backside in. We're right there. We're right there to make a play. This is so brutal. We end up switching to the correct player. We end up trying to make a play. We switch, and we're going to go grab it, and Jalen Ramsey just doesn't really get his hands on it. He doesn't really, grab onto it, and it results in kind of like a physics-based drop pick, right? So it just kind of bounces off the players. So right here, we're able to man everything up. We have everything set up, but he flips, right? Which is annoying. Now right here, he's in bunch. Now he runs a little bit of bunch throughout this game. It's like a bunch strong, or no, this is not bunch strong. This is tight Y off. This is tight Y off with the bunch strong alignment. Minor detail there. So he's probably just gonna be running some very basic bunch combos. Yeah, that's what he runs. Crosser, drag, streak, crosser. And everything's pretty well covered. I feel good. I feel like I clicked on here. Go to knock out the ball, we swat it away. 3rd and 10. So right here, he's back in the trips tight end flex. And we're thinking, okay, slant, okay, post, okay, return, okay, streak, okay, table. That's what we're thinking, right? And let's see if that's what he calls. He does. It's the exact combo that I expected. We're on the slant, trying to switch, and we didn't stay on the slant long enough, right? We just literally didn't have a zone there. Hits the slant, gets a huge gain, really big conversion. Now right here, he is in a random, it looks like a tight open or a tight base flex. He's probably just gonna run base here, try to stop us from shooting it. He does. Our inside stuff makes a play, 2nd and 9. Now once again, he's still in this formation. He's willing to pass out of it here. He's probably almost definitely passing here. Now I want you guys to notice something that is a little bit annoying. Since we are still man aligned, our deep zone is inside, right? And that could mean if he puts a corner route here, he is going to get open, right? So we have to be aware of that. We have to be ready to switch. And that's what I do. I switched it instantly. But we ended up on the deeper guy, which is fine. But the problem is if he has anything going over the middle, we are no longer there. We're no longer over the middle, right? So if he snaps this ball, he goes to throw this. Now this is cover. This is cover, right? I think we had like cover 4 on that side, and he ended up highballing it, seeing that it was covered. Right, let's just run through the replay one more time. It's just a cover 4, and he goes to throw it, highballs it, and he almost catches it, but he just didn't get his feet back. So 3rd and 9, we need to stop. You know, he's just kind of moving by the skin of his teeth here, and you're gonna see this is good coverage. We have good coverage on the field here. We have the let me get the marker out. We have a cloud for the slant. We have this guy manned up that we could switch to for the slant or the RPO. It could be an RPO, it could be a slant. This guy's manned up the return, or we could switch to it. And then we just have a very, very basic cover 4, like 2 quarters on that side. So he runs the exact combo we expect, but he has a backside post here. Now I switch here, so maybe he looks away. He's still looking at it for sure, but the RB streak is kind of running into traffic, and then so is the corner. He's waiting, he throws the tight end corner. Now the tight end corner, everything here was kind of in traffic besides the tight end corner. Throws it, gets no possession animation, because it was a little bit of a late read. So 4th and 9, he might kick 3 here. He decides against it, flips on us. The flip always is hard to deal with, and he's now in bunch. Now, or the tight route with the bunch alignment, I should say, right? Actually, no, this is Y off trio close. Now he's in Y off trio close, okay? So we're thinking, okay, basic bunch call. It's probably something like this. Return. Or maybe even, right? It could even be a post, streak, flat, RB streak, streak, right? So those are probably the combos he's going to run. We have to be aware. We're in a very basic cover 4. We got to be able to switch. Now I switch here for a moment, but maybe he didn't see me switch. I'm like, oh, my running back's open, and it's just so wide open. Easy dot, easy first, and he scores, right? So super annoying dealing with this offense right now. We ended up kind of getting a beat on the run plays, but he just kind of moving. Every 4th down, he's just moving, right? So right here, 28-25, he gets the ball back. We score, and we're only down 3 again. We've kind of just been hovering. We're kind of just been hovering around, you know, being really close to him in this game, and we just got to get that one stop, catch that one pick, right? And we can't man up here. You can see I kind of tried. Let me actually switch. I tried to man this player up. It's not letting me. He's in motion wide post, which is something we have to be aware of. He's probably going to snap the ball instantly. I get stuck on my inside quarter. Makes me stuck here. So I switch to Darius Slay to make sure he doesn't throw this seam, right? And what you're going to see is leaves the streak open, right? He had enough time to throw that. Hits it, gets a gigantic gain, which you can't give to someone who has been struggling on offense, something that easy. Now right here, take a look here. I set everything up that we needed, right? I'll go back a little bit. We get the man up off, so he could be in the RPO or he could be in, motion wide post. You're gonna see, we get it off, and all we need to do is kind of switch around here. This is great coverage. Covered, switch, but the tight end corner, just wide open. He catches it, but we hit him. Right? Not quite wide open. He catches it, but we hit him. So 2nd and 10, right? Now we're thinking, okay, it's not letting me man up this player. Probably motion wide post again. Could be the RPO, but we're just putting a vert hook here instead. We're like, okay, we're just gonna put a vert hook. Maybe we'll switch to it. Now let's see what he runs. He runs the RPO. Now this is brutal. This is the part of the reason where it's like so annoying. I can't man him up because he could be running motion wide post, and this player's in a vert hook, which makes this wide open, right? So just take a look here, hits it, easy gain. And then we end up making a tackle, 3rd and 3 here, pretty good, but we gave up a big play for no reason. Now he's flipping his trips out and flex, once again, really annoying. We have a hard flat on the inside guy now, so if he does run the RPO, we feel like we can make a play on it. Then this is just a basic cover 4. We have no zone here, we should have a hard flat here, hopefully I adjust that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Looks like I do not. And you're gonna see, it's wide open. Yeah, saw that from a mile away. No hard flat. He's just gonna throw that. That was the easiest conversion ever. So 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. He's in that same tight base flex. He's running HB base, but we're actually running double A gap to counter that. because when we hover here, this will allow this player to run in against the run. So he's probably going to check out of a run play, probably pass, switches. He actually decides to run a single back. He's a single back wing slot here. So we're thinking, okay, he's definitely running. Let's try to get into the box, blitz everybody. He runs left. We're expecting him to run right. Alex Highsmith, big play though, ends up shedding, making a tackle for us, despite us kind of guessing wrong. Now right here, he's just quick hiking us. He's in, you could imagine, the most basic play that they have in this formation. Slant or drag, return, streak, post. But he does quick hike us. So we're stuck on Cameron Hayward. We're stuck on Cameron Hayward, which is just absolutely brutal to get stuck on him like that. And you're gonna see getting stuck kind of, we end up switching here, but you can see. What's open on this play? Well, he's not getting rushed, right? So he has time in the pocket here. He could throw the running back, easily get, 6-7 yards. I'm not doing the joke. And then he could throw this slant if he waits. He probably knows I'm going to cover this post, right? So what does he do? He's patient in the pocket, hits the slant, easy touchdown. So we're still down 2 possessions. We're down 10 points. We've been trying to keep up with him, but it's very difficult. He's just converting when he needs to convert. And then on our first drive of offense, we decide to go to one of our staple combos, trying to play a little more conservative, knowing Aaron Rodgers is injured or worn and torn. He's getting his insta-sheds from his line. You can see, insta-shed. I did step a little too far in the pocket. Now this comeback is going to break open here, but what you're going to notice is he's going to switch right as I throw it and go and pick it off. Now, do we make a tackle? We do. Luckily enough, we make a tackle. Still down 10 points. He has a possession that might be GG's. Now here, he's in tight base flex, either HB quick base or going for a corner, or even a streak and a slot fade on the other side. We're about to see. Let's see what he runs. If I'm guessing, he's probably running the ball. In this situation, up 10, 20, 16-yard line. Yep. He audibles. Now he audibles to pistol juice close here. This is his staple run. We're not really prepared for it. We have to be ready. We pinch our defensive line. We go to try to make the shoot. We're there. We go to make the tackle. He falls forward, gets about a yard, right? So we did recover to that run. And that run, once again, super lethal in this game. Now right here, he's going to call, I think it's tight base flex again, or tight flex. Yeah, it's tight base flex, I believe. And he's going to run HB quick base, knowing that I can't shoot it because he has the pulling guard. But Jalen Ramsey wraps around and makes the tackle for us. So 3rd and 11, down 10 though. Still down 2 possessions with 3 minutes and 26 seconds left. Now he's going to one of his staples, strip set and flex. Now we did not respect the RPO here. So if we ran the RPO, probably would have been a big game. But slant, post, return, streak. That's the combo. Play someone trips on and flex, that's what they're running. I switch here to go cover the return in the backside post. Right, he actually had a corner out here. But, ooh, this is really laggy. We're gonna refresh this. We're just gonna watch it all the way through. I want you to pay close attention to the switch sticks. I switch to the vert hook, knowing the slant is covered. Then I switch to the safety to go cover the backside post and we pick it, right? So just a great switch stick. He throws it directly at us. We're still in this game, down 10, 3 timeouts with ball. But you're going to see that on 2nd and 9, I'm gonna get a bit aggressive considering I'm down 10. I go for a bomb play. But you're also going to notice that this player is just going to completely wreak havoc. Will Anderson also wins, but he runs into our running back. Runs in here. We probably could have this streak for, an easy TD or the tight end post in this window here. But he gets that shed on us. So now it is 3rd and 18 at our own 2-yard line. And what you're going to notice is on 3rd and 18, I'm thinking he's going to run cover 2. It's a good call in this situation. Probably a cover 2. Let's hope he doesn't shed us. He loops us from the left to the right. So he actually runs the loop like this. But look on the other side. He's winning on a spin move and he is winning on just a normal shed, right? So that's obviously super, super unfortunate. And he switches to go cover this delay route. We gain a few yards. So 4th and 10, we're not fully out of it. Now we're still thinking, okay, he's probably gonna run a cover 2 now. It's definitely gonna be a cover 2 this time, right? And what you're gonna notice is he does actually run a cover 2-ish, but I believe it ends up being a cover 3 cloud. So instead of a deep half, like this, he's in an outside third, like so. So if I go and try to throw R1, actually he ended up just playing it, or the streak, it's covered, right? He had a backside inside third. And once again, Aaron Rodgers, worn and torn, is not going to be able to make a big play. You're gonna see he runs pistol deuce close. We try to shoot it, we do shoot it. Goes to that same single back wing slot. And we're still in dollar, which is a fairly light set, so if you don't shoot the run, it's going to be a solid gain. Still, we're down 10 in this situation. He has ball in our red zone. 3rd and goal, trips that in flex, he runs the RPO, we're not guarding it, and he's actually able to just run the ball. So he could have thrown the RPO or run the ball, and that ended up being the game. He didn't really get the ball back after that. But you can see this offense is super toxic. Even if you end up making mistakes, not making the right reads, you have some elite runs, you have some elite pass plays, and then on top of that, you got some basically unguardable RPOs that can't be manned up, right? So you have a lot at your disposal in this game. I believe he is in the, let me double check the book real quick. Okay, I just checked the book. He's in the Colts book, the Eagles book, or the Saints playbook. It's really, really effective. And if you're looking for a cheesy scheme that you could use, especially if you have a running back with 90 change of direction, where you can speed burst, that is definitely the one. Thanks you guys for watching. If you like videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, because I will know, oh, you guys like it, and I'll make more videos like this one. So hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.